bounty hunter last game. Even it didn't say casual, it was someone else. I don't know if it was just a different name. I don't know, we'll see. I really think it's a horrible draft though from the side of Radiant. You don't deal with the Meepo, you're lacking a lot of damage here. And like I said, they have no way to deal with the Ignis now. I guess Lina is okay, but you're really relying on Lina getting a bunch of Fury Soul stacks. Night Stalker off. So Visory is their off lane. Why did he play support last? And was casual in the last game, guys? It's not Tigers versus Brock, man. Look. Come on, guys. It's obvious the title is wrong. Like we've seen this enough now. I spoke about Morphling up against a. Wait, hang on. Let's do this beforehand. Chat. Who do you think is gonna win? Type 1 if you think Tiger's gonna win. Type 2 if you think Aura's gonna win. All right. One if you think Tigers, 2 if you think for Aura. I'm intrigued on what chat thinks. For me, I think Aura. This Razor does not deal with the Morphling at all. I really don't like Elder Titan at all anymore. Speaking of him, he's getting chunked down here. Should be okay. It's different casual? Yeah, I'm slightly confused because the Bounty Hunter had a different name last game. So they're gonna put the Night Stalker up against the Centaur. What am I missing here? You pick the Razor to go up against a melee matchup. Why are you putting up against the Morphling? Centaur also excels with the Shaman up against a Morphling. Like, you have so much lockdown, and at level 2 you can blow up the Morphling before he gets waveform. I'm missing something, chat. I don't know why they swapped these lanes. Because Razor has no kill potential on a Morphling. I don't know about this. This is interesting to see. But, so, we're gonna get a good understanding of the astral changes. Of course, it used to be 6 level 1, it is down to 3. So, every level apart from the astral damage from creeps did get nerfed. So Casual's not gonna be able to apply a whole lot of harass in this lane. Just because, like we said, the change to the astral, you don't get as much damage coming through from those creeps. But they pick Lina to counter Morphling. I mean, what about the Meepo then? Because that's their win condition. What? If you don't pick if your last pick hero isn't to ban, if it's only to ban one hero, and really their win condition is Meepo, I believe, because like literally every game a Meepo was in, then they've not drafted correctly. That's how I look at it. Castaway's got the waveform, doesn't have enough movement speed though, so it looks like just with the boots and that wind lace coming through from 458, even after the waveform, Raze is able to close the distance and keep that static link. So I imagine we'll see boots coming out pretty early from the Morphling. That'll be interesting to see. But this Centaur is having a very good lane down bot though, and you see this often though, because with 2 melee heroes, how do you actually provide pressure on a Centaur? Because you're relying on your right click damage here, and Velo, he wants to get right click just for his retaliate stacks, because then he can actually turn it if he gets enough damage. And you see that Aura, they just can't overstep the mark here for the Ghost. And 1437's actually just beat into him. Like, it's got the only 1 point in the Divine Favor, but it does so much damage up top. With Meepo rotating up, they're going to try and find Zephyr. Looks like he'll be fine, so CJ gonna poop back to the mid lane. There was some aggression on Casual as well, but he's fine. Looks like he ran himself away. That is quite the early aggression coming out from the CJ. Maybe he was stacking the camp. I don't see any stacks so far. Surprised he was all the way at that top side. Oof. Jeez. One more right click. CJ. Yikers. Damn, he's playing it pretty rough there. But this is a pretty hard matchup though. You really need some stat items until you can stay alive through the magic burst coming up from Dendi. And I don't know if you get the infused range drop on both Meepos. I don't believe so. But mid lane, 1437 with that haste, they'll be fine. So as of right now, no kills yet. We'll probably see some aggression coming through once the boundary runes are up. I don't think CJ can get in range either. Full 1437. However, the haste is about to run out though, but in the meantime, they'll be fine. So it looks like he's just falling back to the jungle here. Recognizes that it's a pretty hard lane matchup versus that Lina. Of course, with just all this magic damage coming through. But that's going to be the main priority. Oh, I missed it. Sorry, chat. T2s. Kappa. Casual should be fine. Speaking about those boundary runes, here we go. Stun just off the mark. Velo's already got the face boots to help close down the distance. Looks like they'll be able to get both boundary runes down. But I imagine CJ, his attention this game will be the Lina. That's really all the burst potential from Tigers, and if they can kite out the Razor, you know, with the Keeper of the Light and also the Elder Titan through their abilities, then the Meepo should be fine just blinking on top of the Lina. So that's really, I think, his only issue as this game goes on. But it is nighttime now, so Vizuri, because he was in that dual lane, he's not going to be close enough to level 6. Up top though, another static link coming through for the waveform over Castaway's going to be fine. Zephyr's taking a bunch of damage as well. Travis looks like he's going to get traced down. Sorry, apologies, Travins. And they do get the kill. Just with 2 points up in the plasma field. Just helping out that slow. With the slow max, what is it, up to 30% able to close the distance. I really don't like maxing out Plasma Field though. You get much more efficiency through the unstable current if you're able to max that early on. Of course, the cooldown is at 3 seconds, and also the damage is 120, and it doesn't cost any mana as well, which Razor, he doesn't have a very good mana pool, and really without any mana regen, he can't sustain through all the ability spam. But that is a good kill. I mean, already 2 up at this top side, and they're pushing this tower in. And this is what they need to be doing with the Chen. Around these 5-10 minute markings, whenever the siege creeps come through, you want to pair this push up when you get that double catapult, and also the divine favor. You already see he's got 2 points in it. So just the amount of damage they can output on the tower, and I mean, with Travins only being, so with just hitting level 3, as of right now, he's only got 1 point in the Illuminate, so really can't outpush any of this lane pressure down bot. Velo will go for that Stampede, but Casual on the back line, will the Sleepy here, he just clips him on the end. They're going to go for the Adaptive Strike, and with CJ rotating through, it's going to be the first kill for Aura, but it does leave that mid lane free. Uh-oh, you don't want to be here. Very good observer though. We'll scout out the movements from Zephyr. Nightstalker's still going to TP in, however, try and defend this lane. They will rotate in the catapults now. It's already a good chunk of damage. Looks like Dire really need to defend this though, because Meepo, wants to be sitting back in the jungle and farming up until he, gets the E-Blade or maybe like Blink Dragonlance, just so he can help join these team fights. But he's like an alchemist or anyone with a battlefield. You want to sit in the jungle and then farm up. Travins for the TPR. Zephyr, can he get in range? No. Just even with the boots and Windlace, unable to close the distance. But like I was saying, this tower is very important. It's going to allow Aura to stay reasonably safe in the jungle. It'll stop Tigers from having enough movements going through. At least they can rotate through like this top side now with the tier 1 down. And you already see the wards they have placed 2 around, this top jungle. Actually 3, apologies. Just got placed down on the back line. You already see that ward coming to place. Zephyr without the Hex though. So they're just going to try and create enough space for that tier 1 tower. And you are going to have the bounty runes coming up in around a minute 40. And also that means the catapult wave, the next one, smoke off Velo, doesn't have the stampede. Siege is going to join them though with the retaliate stacks. Velo hits pretty hard here. They need to be careful. There is a shrine available. CJ is going to wait on the higher ground here. He does have to poof with the hoof stomp. Ready and waiting. They're going to TP in Dendi. They will go for the void for the slow. The Earthbind as well. It should create enough space, but the Stampede's going to be there. They'll be able to find Visor here. Know where he makes it out without that TP. So they bring in Dendi, but in the meantime as well, up top, they're going to find this Keeper of the Light. So Travis, it's another death for him. And Tigers are actually playing this pretty well this laning stage so far. They have a 6k net worth lead? Wait, what? Holy... That is... You do not often see a 6k net worth lead at 9 minutes in. This is not to see. And whenever chat says, why do you pick a Chen? This is why you pick a Chen, guys. Because you're able to take potentially all the tier 1 towers before even the 10-minute mark. And they might just think about continuously pushing here because, yes, Coddle and this Elder Titan are very good at defending, but they're lacking some levels here. Coddle just doesn't have enough magic damage to deal with the creep wave with only 1 point in the Illuminate. And also, Elder Titan has only got 2 in the Stomp, but on the side, they will find 1437. This is a big kill. It's going to slow down the siege. It will give them some gold going back into their pockets as well, to the back pockets of them. Unfortunately, the title is still not changed. Feels bad, man. Top, Castaway, the double link, sucky. I don't know if I can say what I was thinking about saying, so we won't do it. Some good old 2 numbers coming through there, though. I don't know about you guys. What's CJ got? Double Wraith. He's very underfarmed. Considering he's behind this Centaur, what's the last hits looking like? Below Razor and Lena, so they still want to pressure out here. They have a siege creep. It is only going to be... Whoa, never mind, it's going to be 2. They have another one pairing up with them. Is that not... Why did it tank the tower? If they can bring that creep down, that's going to stop the push from coming through. Of course, you do get that Divine Favor regen, so it should be fine. That's a very good ward. That would have actually allowed Aura to probably defend the tower, but now with that taken care of, I don't think they'll actually be able to defend down bot. And we spoke about this a little bit before. In the meantime, Castaway, he's going to be fine. We'll get the TP out. We spoke about this a little bit before. But you look at all the observe wards, Earthbind, just on the mark, is going to get the Stampede. Will be enough, though. They drop the serve wards. It's so much damage coming through. Meepo's going to be careful. There isn't any rotations. Can they kill Zephyr in time? CJ stuck in the serve wards. He will be able to run himself out, however. Not sure how, because I don't think they killed any. There must have been a little gap. But it looks like Visceral will be able to close the distance. Does take a lot of damage, though. And on the backline, Dendi is going to find CJ here. And Razor is also going to try and find this Night Stalker. Woo! That max damage coming through just on the edge. He clips him with 4 points up in the plasma field. And now tier 2 going to be under threat once again. And you see the wards, we spoke about how they wanted to pressure out Meepo and stop him from farming up. But also these deep observe wards allows you to take very good fights and allows you to take towers as well. It's going to see any flanks coming through if Aura want to try and defend the tower. And now they just might walk straight up top. I mean, it's a 9k gold net worth 3. That's a very good sleeve. Paired up with the Ignis, but he doesn't have mana for the Earth split up. Where's all the follow-up team fight now? It looks like Radiant, they're going to be able to disengage. So what looked like a fantastic setup for them. Just Elder Titan lacking some mana here. And now that's Ignis down. And straight to the top lane they go. They recognize that is a lot of... I mean, that's pretty much one of all of the team fights. Team fight abilities from Aura. And now this is a big opening for them. They are going to try and set up on Dendi though. I believe this is a crazy hard kill. They need to get something out of it though, man, because if they force higher ground here, Dendi's got the Euro Scepter as well, so he's going to be able to survive through this though, but the Earth Splitter fall, he's not going to cast it. Earthbind, Light Strike Array, both off the mark, but here come the rotations. Surely he cast that Earth Splitter, right? That would have been pretty good setup following. Morphling. He's got the waveform. He should be fine, Mimo. CJ mid lane. He's going to run into Velo. Visery will scout out. They drop the Serpent Wards once again. Velo's going to get in range with the Stampede. He will be able to. They're going to bring down this Meatbo. Second kill for him. And he's falling crazy behind. And I believe Tigers might actually be able to go Roshan next Serpent Wards. Instead, looks like Casual might be under threat. Morph has no items, good sir. Moomiander is at WSG. Well, that's where he was. I don't know if he's still with the team or not. I like the hood pickup from the Centaur, recognizing that really all of the damage coming through from Aura as of right now is magical. And once Meepo comes online with the E-Blade, even then it's still going to be magical until he starts getting some more stat items. So this hood probably into a pipe makes a whole lot of sense. Because he can just stampede throughout the fights. I mean, as of right now, if you're running over them like this, why not just try and tank up to stop any comeback from occurring? But they're gonna smoke up. But Centaur's in a very good spot to pop this. And he doesn't have the stampede, however. They're gonna run into Casual. We'll drop the Observe Ward. Why are you leading with an Elder Titan and not the Night Stalker? And now Radiant, they're going to try and join the fight as well. 458, can he get in range? They're going to get the drums. Velo won't be able to follow up here, however. With that Dark Ascension already popped, looks like Visery will be heading over to the Bounty Runes. If they find this DD, this is probably Roshan. I don't imagine they're going to be able to defend this. Velo replaced Moomiander. I haven't seen anything on Liquipedia. There is a very good possibility that they did indeed. But I am unaware. I know 458 is officially on the roster. What's Razor got? Almost Sanjin Yasha. So with the triple creep wave, the triple catapult, do they actually feel that comfortable going up high ground? Dendi's already got the boots to travel, so they're going to be able to have so much mobility. And Meepo, he's got to blink, recognizing that they could just end the game before Meepo actually gets an E-Blade. Visery's going to come on the back line to get his effort. He's going to get the Hex off, and now with the Stampede, they'll close the distance. They have so much burst potential. Down it goes, but there's the initiation. They'll have the Earth Split on the head of God to heal them up. Zephyr falling pretty low here. The Lena as well. The Sleep's going to hold him in place. It's 2 down. They're going to try and Velo here. He's got the hood, but I don't think he's going to be able to get the TP out. It's 3 dead, and Tigers, that's an ambitious team fight without the Stampede. Very nice team fight coming through with the Ignis. Pair that up with the Earth Splitter, and now Casual does have the Sleep. 458, that's going to be an easy kill for them. Now they got to be careful, of course, with that damage. That's a very good start. That was the reveal of the Blink Dagger, and now that gave a lot of gold to the Meatball as well. There's some pretty big kills there. Fortunately, I didn't see that fight recap with Razor getting aggressive afterwards, but they still have the catapults. They have 2, so not 3. But why not just go take Roche? Apologies. Why not just go take Roshan with Serpent Wards and then push mid lane? Observe Ward is still up. They're going to get the Scepter Castaway with that waveform, but 1437 taking a bunch of damage here. So it's a Night Stalker in hindsight. Now a double kill for Dendi. 458 with a little bit of damage just pushing them away. Now here goes that tier 3 tower. They do a bunch of damage to it. If Velo tanks up with the retaliate damage on the tower, they will have plenty. And now the Glyph going to try and hold this with all the ultimates down. They're going to be up in 27s with the Ignis, but I don't know if it's going to be enough here. Especially with the Glyph down, the Blinding Light will be able to help out, but now there's a pipe picked up, so all the magic damage, and it'll be able to keep the creep wave alive as well. 458 just trying to output, with that plasma field, but they'll pop the Stampede. They're more than content with the melee racks. And Visery didn't think there was a ward in the area just because he was just because they won this team fight, it didn't look like Tigers actually recognized that Night Stalker coming in on the backline at the last team fight. And so Visery tried to do it again, but this time it didn't work out. But now with the tier 3s down, it's going to be a smoke play. Don't know if it was underneath the observer, but they do have the ultimates. They're going to drop it now. It's up to 2. Where's it for? They will get the Earthbind. They have the U-Scepter. Zephyr can he get out? However, they're going to blink forward on that Meepo. They have enough damage now. 458. He hasn't stolen nearly enough. The Hex is there. Visery, they just have so much control. They're going to be able to burst him down with that double edge. The Hand of God, the Earth Splitter as well. 458. Can he get away? Velo's going to be fine. He's got that hood up as well. Apologies the pipe. But a double Earthbind. Zephyr taking way too much damage here. Cast away the Adaptive Strike. They're going to think about turning here. The Hex is there, but they haven't found this Razor, and he's just dealing so much damage on the backline. CJ with another blink forward. He will get a follow-up kill, but Razor's just going to be able to close the distance. Can he get the proof away, Velo? Just without the hoof stomp. They need to keep him alive, however. It's going to try and send them up to the different sides here. He'll actually mess up the poof. Doesn't go to the correct Meepo. So they'll find CJ, and they're not dealing with the Razor. So with this Morphling pick, it doesn't really give you any lockdown and also any movement speed slow to kite up that Razor in the team fights, and they're just running ham throughout it. And now that's once again all the team fight ultimates down and Radiant. They're going to try and get in the area here. Looks like it may just be another melee tower. They'll drop the Serpent Wands, maybe make it a full lane of Rax. Castaway's going to try and do as much as he can. He recognizes they have no blink to get on top of him here. And in the meantime as well, mid is pushed in. It's up to a 15k gold net worth lead, and now it is go time for Roshan. They recognize that all the ultimates are down. They're going to be able to get 4 bounty runes.
Gold is a great conductor.
Don't you love it when they... Oh, what the hell's happening mid? Bad draft, but they made it work. I mean, I feel like it was just a bad play coming through. I don't know, I'm astonished at how they're winning this, to be honest. Another smoke coming through Velo. Without the blink, he does have Stampede. He is frontlining low for... Luckily, it is Visery. That's the person you want frontlining. They're going to run straight into 1437 here. They should be able to bring him down with the Stampede. He doesn't have a TP, so it's only going to delay this Velo on the high ground. And they're going to TP at anyone here. It's a double silence, so it doesn't get the hoof stop off. And now Velo is there asleep, and he's still on cooldown, so it looks like he'll be fine. But on the side, oh no, Dendi, he actually TP'd in. Your voice kind of like CCNC. I've not heard that before. I've heard Kezu. I heard another one as well earlier today. I don't remember what it was. It was definitely a compliment. Visery should be able to get the TP out. No U-Scepter. We see that quite often on the Razors. Just allows you, of course, you still get the static link damage through the U's, and also it's a very good way to stop TPs. Because that's a thing that Razor lacks. Just lockdown. People, it's like a Bloodseeker. As soon as you get ruptured, you just TP out. Same kind of with static link. Razor gets on top of you, you just TP out. But they're gonna go high ground once again. I mean, Zephyr with... Hang on, chat. He's got Aghanims. So I guess there's a little bit of the AoE to help with the Meatbo. It's going to give you pushing potential as well. And now with Dendi back up, they're going to TP him in. We haven't spoken about it yet, but he's got the Dragon Lance, so that extra attack range is going to be very useful at dealing with that Kodo Ignis here. But they will get dropped here. Visery falling pretty low without the nighttime. They don't have a whole lot of damage here. The Earthsplinter's going to fall up here. Shaman's going to be careful without the hood. He should be fine. Casual's going to walk forward. They get the shackles. And the Morphling, he gets bursted down. CJ's going to initiate 4, but he dies as well. Buybacks are coming through, but it's not going to be enough. This could once again just be a full lane of Rax, and now with the ultimates down, it looks like the side of Tigers, they are going to even this game up. So this Meepo pick really all for naught. They'll find CJ, they're going to have the move speed as well. The hoof stomp just not in time. Castaway, you don't want to be there. You wait for him into this team fight. How do you get away now? And it looks like they will call it, so Tigers are going to even this series up after an interesting game one, an interesting draft as well coming through, but they will be able to capitalize. And we got a game 3, ladies and gentlemen.